Thug pulls me back in,
I
man.
know, bro. Like, pause though. No Diddy, no fee. You know what I'm saying? But chat, Young Thug, bro. I was just seeing on the other video we reacted to the YB shit. Y'all pass it there, you know what I'm saying? Leave a little like, leave a little love. Show some love on the YB, you know what I mean? But yeah, chat. That's besides the point though. Young Thug, bro. What is you doing, bro? Future, bro?
We got another leak, another day, another leak from the Atlanta
I
Chronology.
don't know what's
the whole
the
box
word
set,
with
okay,
boy.
has just dropped, and this has been a long-awaited guest
That's
star.
crazy, Young Thug.
There's another phone call where he's on the phone with Mariah talking about Future.
Bro, I told y'all on the last video, go check the YB video, bro. Gang, just say sorry, Gunna, and y'all make some music, bro. That's it, bro. Swear on my mama, gang. Stop playing with me. Just do that, bro. Come on.
We'll just blow his beat to any girl that wants it. He'd be forcing
Gunna, rat, Woody, rat, Thugger, rat. That's all you gotta do. Nothing crazy, bro. That's
girls to get rid of the baby and all that kind of thing. It's actually crazy. But the way he handles it is just hilarious. So let's get into the first call. All right, this is the 11-minute call.
Let's get to it,
Young
chat.
Thug goes off on Future after he declined to do a free Thug show in a newly surfaced call. Now, this one's hilarious. So basically, from the get-go, from the start of the call, Thug basically says that he found out that Future declined to do a free Young Thug show. And he claimed that Future said to him that he didn't want to steal his shine. But Thug goes on to say he thinks that was just an excuse. So let's hear it. Listen to this.
I don't know.
YouTube, don't ever throw me another ad with 15 seconds and no skip ad button, bro. I'ma crash out.
I do not understand.
I was on the phone with this nigga last night. This nigga said, man, I told him I ain't want to do the show because I ain't want to feel like I was stealing your shine. I go, what are you talking about?
Yes, that's not the.
And you know that's not the meaning, but you just don't want to do it, so you just like making something up.
Yeah, like you know that ain't.
I was just trying to say, like, every time a nigga get locked up or something happens to a nigga, I could just replace him. Like, you can't be replacing. I was on the phone with a nigga last night. He was like, man, you can't.
No, I know.
I was trying to. Oh, it was you I was on the phone with?
So Thug's basically saying Future declined to do the free Thug show, and his excuse was that I didn't want to steal your shine. I don't know how much shine you're getting sat in jail with a bunch of news articles written about how you're going to go away for 40, 50 years on the case. But it does sound like an excuse. You know, once again, even though this is an embarrassing phone call, we're beginning to see things from Thug's perspective, like, Future, bro, why don't you want to do the free Thug show? That is kind of snaky. That's kind of snaky. I call 21 a snake. Hey, listen, Future's sounding kind of snaky in this, even though it's a one-sided conversation. And Thug basically says they just try and replace him, but he was on the phone with Future saying, I'm irreplaceable. All right, I'm not.
Yeah, bro, but the thing is, like, gang, why is you talking on the phone, bro? We can hear your side and this and that, but the way this is going though, it's crazy. You get what I mean? Like the way how we gonna hear your side, gang? You out here talking bad on everybody. Like, gang, everybody gonna go against you, bro.
Not to be replaced. So this other person that Thug's on the phone with basically says that he was part of the calls, and he said he felt like he could tell when they was on the phone when Future called in, they felt like they was about to get into it. There was some real tension between them.
Somebody is like, you know how they feel about something. They know how you feel about something, but they try to like, be like, oh, what you think I should do?
Nah, I feel like, I don't know how you feel, bro.
Who, me?
Nah, that's what he said.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I just feel like that, but you know, I guess I ain't replied what he was saying, so he was like, I don't know how you feel. You know, really how you feel, bro. It ain't how I feel, because how I feel ain't how you feel, because you already know how I feel, like, fool.
Right.
Fool.
He's so goofy and lame, he's just like, man, get it on him. But like,
So Thug said that Future was being goofy and lame. He was saying, I felt like I didn't want to steal your shine. I needed to check and see how you felt about it. He said, you already know how I felt, bro. I ain't going to be feeling this. Like, what do you mean you won't do the show? Like, I ain't feeling you. He said, you already know how I feel. And as we're going to hear later on in this conversation, Thug basically says that he checked Future once before. He had actually checked him previously and called him a lame, called him fake, all of that stuff. But he called out Future. He said, you goofy, you're lame. All right? And Thug basically goes on to say, it wouldn't even be a question. If Future was the one locked up, you wouldn't even need to ask me. I would be there for the free Future show, free Pluto show. You wouldn't even need to ask. You know, it wouldn't even be a question.
it wouldn't even be no question if it was the other way.
Correct.
That's what I respect about eating.
So he says that's what I don't respect about him. Wouldn't even be a question if it was the other way around. And then Thug goes on to say that Mariah told him that he has to stop being so selfless and helping out people because they do him wrong. And he says that every girl that he talks to tells him that. Low-key slipped up and admitted that he got other girls on the line, to be honest with you, but we already been known that.
And Mariah been telling me too, she's like, man,
Thug,
stop being
man.
like super duper selfless because people like try to do you wrong. And I see it, I notice it. But the crazy part is every girl who I talk to tell me that. Every girl, it ain't even just her. Every girl, Rico told me this a million times. Armin told me this a million times.
GG's, bro. And y'all saw Mariah, bro? No disrespect, bro. She fine, bro. She fine, bro. You just fumbled, bro. You just threw the bag. You see the bag is right here. You could have just did this. All right. Football. Let me put it in football terms. You see the ball is right here. You could have just, you know what I'm saying? You know how you catch and you know what I mean? What he did. He fumbled, bro. He threw it away, bro. Mariah, bro, the scientist, bro. Bro, we could do some science, bro. I'm just playing, gang. I'm just playing. Chat. This is pure entertainment, bro. I got a wife. My wife? You talking about my wife? Not her bitch ass daddy, nigga. But nah, bro.
Like, a real million times. Like, I can't like seeing you
Gigi's wedding, bro.
fake trying to text your girls and fake DMing and fake trying to do things and laughing behind your back and ooh, I'm like, I don't care about that, bro. Like, nigga laugh at God, bro. Nigga talk about God. I don't care about that. Nigga not gonna change how I am.
Man, bro, this man gossiping, bro.
Yeah, so he's basically saying, look, I can't react to all of this lame stuff. I knew what was going on already. And then he basically goes on to say that this is all just God revealing people's true colors to him, okay? He says that him and Future, they haven't been seeing eye to eye for a minute. And that he basically says the reason why is because Future be doing lame stuff behind the scenes and he's not been feeling Future for a minute.
But it's like God revealing certain things. But I already knew this too, though. Like, me and him ain't been, just paid attention. Me and him ain't been tight in a minute.
Chat, we ain't gonna listen to the whole 11 minute, bro. One thing about us, y'all could get mad for pausing and all that, bro. I'm not gonna care about that, bro. I'm gonna say my stuff, I'm gonna speak my mind, and I'm gonna keep it pushing, bro. Keep it peep. Capital
So
P.
he basically says, all right, in this next part, he says, Future been doing lame stuff. He'd be calling me to the studio. He asked me how I should rap, what I should rap, how I should start off the song. And then when Thug tries to actually respond to him and explain to him, yo, you should do this on the song, he then starts ignoring him and paying attention to the girls. And the way he explains it in a minute, he kind of says it like, yo, Future be actually wanting his advice, but then when if other people are around, he needs to act like he knows what he's doing and that he's not trying to get advice from anybody and he's got it going on.
I pull up to the studio, chilling with him. You asking me what to say on the song, how you should start off your song. Then
It's just basically him
I
just...
don't know the move, though. I'm really lost to it. So I'm just like, hey, call here, what are you doing? You just like, all right. But you really already like, man, I don't want to call you, but you just...
Yeah, and then
it's the pureness in my heart, though, that you just like, I got to do it. He say, bro, I'm
and I'm like, I'm still...
So look, we know that he hopped off this call and got on the phone with Mariah, okay? And now we got another 2-minute leak. We're going to get straight into it, okay? Now this one's much more salacious.
So after that, he hopped out and spoke with his... Nah.
And hilarious, okay? Because everybody knows Future and his girl must have aborted a bunch of kids and that he...
She's not aborted some of his babies, for sure. 100%. For sure. He done took that bitch, man. We went to Dubai one year. He took that bitch to Dubai with her and baby mama. Yeah. I know for sure she don't have an abortion.
Man, what chat? Man,
And the other one, I heard he all the way burnt out.
Definitely.
Like, the worst way.
Burnt out in the worst way, man. So after this, Thug says something hilarious. He says when he became a superstar, he stopped... I'm going to be very tasteful and say he stopped finishing inside girls, all right? And at this point, Future started finishing in the girls when he became a star.
The crazy part is when I became a superstar, I stopped nutting bitches when I became a superstar. I started being like, bitches, I know they're gonna try to trick me. I stopped nutting hoes when I became a superstar. These niggas started nutting hoes when they become a superstar. I did it the backward way.
My thing is like, bro, why is you telling your girl this, bro? Same thing with the Glorilla thing, chat. I don't know, bro. Glorilla, bro, you throw it to any homie that you got, I bet you they smacking. That's word to everything. With the nose job or without the nose job, gang, they smacking. Word. With the BBL, without the BBL, they smacking. Why is you telling your girl though, like, oh, I would've smacked? Gang, you got a girl anyways. Why you wanna smack, mud? Why you care if she's cute, bro? Hey, I ain't trying to go on rants about Young Thug, bro. This is not Young Thug channel, gang. Like, this better be the last call that's leaked. Unless it's like a gun of crazy stuff, bro, I'm not reacting to this anymore, bro. Like, damn. Thug? Nigga, what's this though? Stop. Nigga, go on.